Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the C.P4.2 mission from the Georgian Oil War campaign for the Su-25T. Looking at the mission briefing, got a late morning mission in the winter. There's just a high cloud layer, so you're going to have plenty of light on this mission, no problem spotting targets. Looking at the Allied flights, we got a couple of Mi-28 helicopters flying around, as well as a couple more Su-25T Frogfoots. Looking at the threats, we've got Stinger manpads, we've got truck-mounted Zu-23 AAA, and some good par AAA as well. There's also potentially some AH-64 Apache helicopters flying around. Be careful about shooting at those from a distance. They'll look more or less identical to the friendly Mi-28 helicopters, so if you're unsure, just ignore them. But if you catch them shooting at you or a friendly or getting shot at by a friendly, you can go ahead and take a shot. Looking at the mission planner. The objective of this mission is to protect 7 friendly groups as they advance into the enemy positions to these allied objectives here. See if we can find them all across the top. First group's here. I'll switch to a different map so we can see their routes better. Just kind of heading west along the coast. Next group here, heading more out in the middle of the field. Third group here, similarly, middle of the field. This guy here, kind of out in the middle of the field as well. This one heading a little bit more east, but hooking through the middle first. This guy here, strictly heading to the east. And then this last one here, also heading to the east. So to keep these guys alive, there's a bunch of tank and IFV groups that are threats to the friendlies. There's also, command and control and artillery units and stuff down here that aren't really a threat, so we can ignore those for the most part. But going kind of west to east, we've got a group of IFVs here, a group of tanks here, some more tanks here, some more tanks here, and IFVs here. So a couple of these tank groups, I think this furthest most east one is a random spawn, as well as this one to the southwest. So as you're in those areas, you're gonna want to just peek and see if those spawns happened or if they're just not there. So don't be surprised if you don't see them. Other stuff to be aware of is a bunch of anti-air threat. All these IFE groups and tank groups, most of them have Gepards with them. This one here is a random spawn. This is one you definitely want to be aware of and check for. If only because after you've killed the IVs and you're heading a little bit further south to attack these tanks, if you haven't cleaned up this Gepard, then it'll be a threat to you. The other ones, for the most part, you can probably ignore or take a shot if you see them, but they tend to be at the backs of these groups, so Gepards at the backs of each of these. As well as some manpads in here. This group's got a manpad there. Probably not too much of a threat if you stay far enough east or north. And then these artillery groups have manpads in them as well. Those certainly shouldn't be a threat if you stay far enough north. The overall plan, we're going to take off out of Sanaki up here, anchor your wingman somewhere along the coast, well north of things, until we can kind of at least check for anti-air threat and clean up anything we need to. We're going to I'll switch back to the satellite view, find this little string of villages along the water, and then find where there's kind of an open area in between the coast and the buildings. You'll find the IFVs there. Want to kill all 4 of those. Potentially do that in one pass if you get to use your wingman. But before you kill those, check for this Gepard down here and kill that if it's there. So once you've killed that Gepard if it's there and these 4 IFVs, take a look and see if you can see this tank group to the further south. You're not going to kill it right away because we got other things we need to do because of some time pressure. But towards the end, if we did get that tank group spawn, we're going to want to come back and clean that up as well. So after we've killed these IFVs, we're going to come across the middle, head back up and north a bit, maybe even over the Koboleti airfield or just to the west of it. Look south. We'll see if we find these 2 little air strips that make an X. Kind of just follow the one that runs northeast, almost in a straight line, to this little village here, and then at the north end of that, we'll find 4 more tanks. We'll want to kill those for sure. And then just east of that, next to this other little village, 4 more tanks there. So use your wingman if you can to kill those. If you can see these Gepards in the back, go ahead and kill that if you want to. Best way to use your wingman is to lock something up on your Shkval and then direct your wingman to attack your target. You just tell him to attack everything. He's going to fly around attacking all the anti-air and probably die really fast. So if you want to get some use out of him, be very intentional about how you direct him. Try to come in from the north with him right with you so that he doesn't fly some crazy route to get to the target you tell him to attack. So you kill those 2 tank groups. By this point, to the east, your friendly units will probably already be in contact with this eastern tank group and this eastern IFE group. Luckily, they've got some helicopter assistance, potentially some Frogfoot assistance from the AI. So they don't need as much help, but there is a chance that they could still get wiped out and cause you to fail the mission. So after we've killed this stuff through the middle, we'll fly out to the east, probably head all the way up to Ozurgeti up here. Best way to find that is just looking east from the Koboleti airfield. You're going to see pretty easy to spot this really dense concentration, large concentration of buildings. So that'll be the city of Ozurgeti. Kind of get out over there and then face back southwest. Kind of follow this. You'll see this snow where it kind of runs in between the patches of trees. If you can, it'd be pretty easy to spot the path that would take you out to the coast, and the enemy units will be right in there. So there's a chance that you won't need to do anything here, that the friendly units will have cleaned it up pretty well, but fly out there, take a look. If you do see any tanks and IFVs, go ahead and kill them. Once that area is taken care of, head back north and to the west, back to the water, and come kill this last tank group to the southwest if it spawned. If not, um, everything that is a threat to your friendly advancing units is dead, and then you can either kill random stuff on the map, just be careful about the anti-air threat, or you can just RTB and wait for the friendly units to get where they're going. At that point, once all the friendly groups have gotten to their objectives, then you'll get the mission complete text. You can end the mission. All right, start the mission. We'll be hooking around to the west, heading towards the coast, so we can attack those IFVs along the water. We'll start working our way back through the fields to the east, taking out the tank groups across the fronts of those little villages. start looking around with the camera here. Alright, there's those cities along the water. Here's the IFEs. I don't see the Gepard that would be along the coast a little further back. Let's see if we can spot that man pad that could be in here somewhere. It's pretty tough. Yeah, I don't see anything. So, send the wingman in on one. I'll unload my TV guided missiles on a couple of the others. I'll see the, oh yeah, I can see four IFEs, that's good. Send the wingman to the one closest to the water, should be the least risky. So just waiting for a lock on that. Alright, there's the lock, sending the wingman. I'm going to stay throttled back and turn away. We'll drop the flares just in case that man pad is in there somewhere. Wingman hit his, so that should be all four destroyed. Wingman called out a bandit. Keep an eye out for whatever that is. So there's a couple tank groups across the front of these little villages here. Start addressing those. Those might have Gepards with them, so I might come a bit north and anchor the wingman. Try to see if we've got a tank group that could be back in here too. I think I see some units back there. So let's come back and deal with that later. Alright, I'll tank the wingman up here. If I can spot the Gepard, I'll kill that, otherwise I'll take one of the tanks here. Alright, I don't see a Gepard. I'll just go ahead and call the wingman in on this one, I get a lock. There it is. watching to see if there's a good hard fire in there at all. Alright, Wingman destroyed his tank. Really down in there low, pretty risky. Alright, I'll send the Wingman on this one next. Last one should be just to the right a bit. There we go. I can see the units without the next one. Just before the smoke went away. Should be able to spot that okay coming around. Alright, then I destroyed his target. Slide the Wingman here.
Звено, атакуй мою цель. Второй, понял. Второй, работаю по земле.
take this last one here.
Второй. Работаю по земле.
Looks like the friendlies have probably got a good handle on the units on that east side there. I'm seeing what's probably 4 dead IFVs and maybe 3 dead tanks, something like that. Maybe 4, all 4 dead tanks. So I'm going to assume that that side's all taken care of. We'll come back to the west and take out that tank group in the rear. That should probably be the last of the real threats to the friendly units.
Второй. Занимаю строй. Захожу с востока. Второй. Пуск ЗРК. 7 часов. 9, 8, 50.
Not sure where the wingman is that he's getting launched on by Sam. I don't see any trails. Call him back to me in case he survives.
Звено. Возврат в строй. Захожу с востока. Атакую бронетехнику. Ориентира 2.
Yeah, he might be dead.
8. Удаление 2. Захожу с востока. Атакую МЗА. От ориентира 2, 4, 1. Удаление 3.
Oh, looks like wingman's still with me. I'll give him an assignment on the next pass.
9, 8, удаление 2. Уничтожил бронетехнику. Ориентира.
Звено, атакуй
Sending
мою
the
цель.
wingman in on that one. We'll take this one here.
Второй, не подтверждаю.
Уничтожил бронетехнику. От ориентира 2, 2, 2. Удаление 3.
I don't think the wingman attacked his targets. Try again. Yep, still just sitting there. Watch for an acknowledgement this time.
Атакован МЗА. От ориентира 1, 8, 7. Удаление 3.
Звено, атакуй мою цель.
See if he acknowledges.
Второй,
Oh, he's unable.
имею
Okay,
возможности.
I'll take him. Might as well just tell the wingman to go home at this point.
Звено, возврат на базу. Второй, прием. Второй, возврат на точку.
Alright, I'll come back around, kill this one last tank on this side, and then head back over to the east and see what's going on over there.
Захожу с северо-востока. Атакую МЗА. От ориентира 1, 8, 7. Удаление 3. Наблюдаю МЗА.
that's it for the tanks. West side. Go all the way back around to Ozergeti, come in from the east. See if there's anything I can help with over there. Give it a bit more height, so I'll be above the out of range of any man pads or gepards. Alright, that should be high enough. I think we're far enough away we can turn around and start looking at the pod. Too high. Yeah, about there. Gonna go autopilot. Right. Those all look dead. Those are the friendlies advancing. Further back, we got stuff that isn't a threat.
Fuel 1500.
Oh, might as well shoot at some of this stuff. don't see any ground fire, so things must be pretty safe at this point. Or in these last couple missiles, probably won't risk dropping bombs and rockets. Friendly's still got a way to go. Go ahead and shoot some rockets at this last guy over here. I see him, but he's in there somewhere. Probably a miss. Alright, I'll head home now and wait for the friendlies to get where they're going.
Fuel 800.
that Sanaki down there. Do a very unconventional approach.
Bingo fuel.
Поворачивайте на стоянку.
Alright, now that I'm landed, I'm not going to take off again, so I'll cheat a little bit, look at the F10 map, see what's going on.
Fuel 500.
It's like, still got some groups that are moving. I think these guys glitched out and they're stuck in the trees, so we won't worry about them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all 7 groups are still alive. Like these guys got where they're going. These guys too. You guys are almost there. They're almost there. They're almost there. I'm gonna speed up time quite a bit. Watch these guys march across the map. But I think this northwest group just isn't going to move, so I don't think we're going to get the mission success text. What did that say? I missed that. Oh, somebody reached their objective. Okay. All right, well, all the friendly groups are alive. All the enemies are dead. We're going to call that a success, even though we didn't get the mission complete text. These guys just glitched out, got hung up on trees, it looks like. Take a peek at them. Yeah, they're just jammed up. They're not going anywhere. All right, that'll do it.